Hello, Sagittarius. I am smudging our space here. Once again, you are my last reading for this round, and I want to wish you all a very happy birthday since this is your birthday month. And thank you for finding your way to my channel. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising in Sagittarius. If you have those placements, this reading may be for you. However, this is a general reading, so it could very well be that some of the messages may not completely resonate. I am available for readings. I do have gift cards available that I can make out to whomever that you would like to give a gift of tarot to. I would send that to you after you've made payment, and then you would print that out and give that to your guest or your gift to the person that you would love to give tarot to. The interesting thing for me is that at the beginning of the year, I can get into a really deep dive for 2024 in all areas of a person's life, which is what those readings typically are about. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. We welcome anybody that is a cross watcher or just very curious about this channel. One of the things that is a benefit of subscribing to my channel is that I am a Reiki master healer. I do work on, believe it or not, I work on the people that I do readings for. So if you have someone that you feel that needs help in some way that could be beneficial with Reiki healing, please put the person's name. I just need a first name in the comments, because spirit typically just goes by intention, right? With the energy healing. If you've never had a Reiki healing, it's a very interesting process. It works on whatever level of energy and healing that you need for you specifically, or for a person specifically. It could be an ailment, could be past life. It taps into anything and everything, right? The other thing is that I have been a master Reiki teacher since 1996. I just recently actually found my certification for Reiki Master in Usui Reiki for Dawn Williams. And this is a master degree level of Usui Karina Reiki. And I obtained this on November the 3rd, 1996. As you can see the dates down there. The reason why that's important is because back in the day when I was learning Reiki, it was quite a different experience than the way that many people are teaching Reiki now. Back then, it was sacred. It was one of those things that if you became a Reiki master teacher, you were expected, and you gave your oath that you would do Reiki healing, you would do healing practices, energetic healing practice for the rest of your life. After I went through that program, I became a licensed massage therapist, and I did massage therapy for 11 years out of my home. I worked on, every person I worked on, my hands would project that Reiki healing energy through for them. So I do pull names, put them in a basket, and then when I do my healing circle for the week, I will bring in all of my subscribers as well as anybody's names that have been given to me for healing, just so you're aware. Okay, so I'm going to conduct your reading a little different. As you can see, I have my setup different than I had it before. I had to rearrange my office in order to be able to get my cards on the video with me, and that meant that I had to situate my seating a little different. So I'm going to pull a single card. I'm going to do your reading, and then at the end, I'm going to pull 4 main themes for you from the Archangel Power deck. Those are messages directly from Spirit. Now, they could just reiterate some of the information that I've already shared with you, or they could be brand new messages that Spirit wants you to hear. Okay. So once again, welcome to my channel. Sagittarius, happy birthday, and let's get started. Ha! So your message is, I am a light in the world. My daughter's birthday is in September. She's had her birthday on the 12th. What day are we on? We're on the 15th. So my daughter's had her birthday on the 14th. Sorry. So her birthday was yesterday. And she is definitely the light of my life, right? Okay, so here we go. What do our Sagittariuses need to know? I will share with you as I shuffle. This is the last round of, this is the last reading for this round of readings that I have done for mid-December. And most of the readings are really about what we are doing energetically as a spirit and a body, creating your experience for 2024. Some of these readings have gone super deep. It may very well feel on the surface as you listen to these messages that they're not quite as deep as they initially come to you. However, I am going to tell you that Spirit is working with light energies. That's what this disc right here is. This is supposed to be helping with the ascension process because it's pure white light energy. And the other thing is, what I have music playing in the background, which is all 432 hertz music. So even though you can't hear it on the video, because I can't for copyright reasons and for, the YouTube, they don't want you to do anything that is against their guidelines, right? But that music is playing in the background, and Spirit has assured me that that energy is healing for all of us on an energetic frequency level. And as we're processing all of this sun energy that is hitting the planet right now with all the solar flares, that this is actually another gentle wave of helping you move up in your ascension process. Okay. So now I'm going to spread the cards out and I'm going to read them in just a second. I'm going to pull myself off of the camera so you can just concentrate on the cards. And what I have found is when I do it this way, it's actually very beneficial for me because I find that I want to talk to Spirit as I'm reading. So I'm talking to Spirit as the whole time, and it's harder to keep eye contact with you when I do that. So without further ado, I'm going to remove myself for now. I will be back before I do your forming things at the end of your reading. Okay, here we go. What do, I'm going to move this over here. Okay, what do our Sagittariuses need to know for the energies that they are facing at this time? Current energies for Sagittarius. Here we go. Three of Swords. There is some sadness. There is some loss. Could be very much associated with past experiences, bringing in the loss of family, bringing in the loss of loved ones. This is a really difficult time for many people, Christmas time, because, oh, the Emperor. Because of, our loved ones not being here. This Christmas, I do have a loss of two people that are close to me that make it a little tough. However, I have decided to go visit my daughter who is on the East Coast for Christmas. Here we go. So that I am with family this year. Okay, strengths. Sagittarius, strengths. Oh, the Justice card. Look at her, Lady Justice. Okay, and then this is the final outcome for Sagittarius. Final outcome, Sagittarius. Whoa. Okay. Okay, light of the world, Sagittarius. I am going to do clarifiers, but let me read this first section of cards for you. Okay, so we start off with the general energies, and this Three of Swords does absolutely represent a heartbreak of some kind. Could very well be that you've had some kind of a loss. Could be a family member. It could be a breakup, a separation from someone you love. Maybe you and a loved one that you've been romantically involved with have decided to give yourselves a break. What I am picking up is that this energy right here, I'm going to give you a clarifier, but this is the energy that is setting the energy for this reading. And we definitely need to get more explanation as to what this is in regards to. However, the other thing that I will say about this energy is that you are on a healing path, and you are definitely bringing in a lot of that healing energy for yourself. So even though this energy is tough and it's difficult to work through loss, I feel as though you guys have done a lot of deep soul searching, really working on yourselves in order to get yourself to a place where you can find happiness, joy, love, and comfort within your heart again. Okay. We'll get more information on this here in a few minutes. This next card has to do with your next steps. Now, the Emperor to me represents all the kings in the tarot deck wrapped up into one individual. This one individual has lots of skills and lots of talent. I look at this card and the first thing I think of is a Donald Trump type of an individual. That individual is very business-minded. He knows how to create an empire. He is the emperor. He has an empire. It's quite different than a king who has a realm. The emperor is over the king, right? So this energy is a very masculine energy. This is definitely the divine masculine. This is stepping into your leadership, stepping into your sovereignty, stepping into your levels of mastery and expertise. This is stating that you are embracing and embodying the energy of this emperor. Now, if you're a female and you are listening to this reading, just know that we all have feminine and masculine energies within our bodies. And there are times when we will bring in more of the masculine energy or more of the feminine energy, depending on what it is that we're creating. What are we manifesting in our lives? He has all the tools that he needs. He knows how to create the life that he wants. If I were to look at this card, I would say that this is definitely Sagittarius energy that is creating for their 2024 experience. You want to be the master, you want to be the emperor, you want to be the leader, you want to be quite focused, you have clear vision, you are a builder, you are creating, and you are very structured in the way that you go about doing all of those tasks. We'll get more information on that in just a second. So what you're not seeing coming towards you is this Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles is typically a card of working with another, or working in unity, or working on a team. So this is teamwork. It doesn't really reflect that on this specific card, but it does on other tarot decks that I do own. And as you can see, he is creating these pentacles here. And what that represents is mastery. Again, there's that master word. This is a master skill that this individual has. This person is one of those rare individuals that brings their energy, brings their light to whatever it is that they're touching in their own unique way. Sagittarius, I feel as though you have not given yourself enough credit for your abilities, for your gifts, for your talents, and your skills. And basically, what this is saying is that you are tapping more into that right now. However, others may not be recognizing that within you, okay, because that's the obstacle. You'll get additional information on that in just a moment. And then we have your strengths card is the Justice. Now look at how beautiful Lady Justice is. She's all lit up in all that gold, right? Lady Justice is about truth. She is looking to discover the truth. She wants the truth. She wants to be able to realize that her life is all about truth and moving forward. This is also a card of her being on her path. So this is owning yourself. This is owning your path. This is owning your spirituality. This is really stepping into your sovereignty. This is recognizing all the talents, skills, and abilities that you bring to the table, and you just stepping in and being the magnificent self that you are. This is a major arcana card, and this card is definitely telling me you are going to be exuding this beautiful light, this beautiful energy, this truth on your path through the end of March into April of next year. And it may even extend depending on for some of you, not all of you. The last card here is the Six of Cups, and this is a card of children. It is a card of nostalgia as well. It is a card of looking back on your life. Oh, look at this little kid right here's got a frog in his hands. She's got the bunny and he's got the frog. That's such a boy thing. And there's a kitty and there's little mices here. Sunflowers represent blessings and happiness, joy. It's kind of like the sun shining on you. But the Six of Cups represents either someone from your past coming in for, I don't know, maybe a gathering, getting together for the holidays, or just going over some nostalgic type of experiences from your youth or from your previous life, right? The other thing about this card, though, is sixes are about persevering and moving forward and overcoming obstacles. So I feel as though this is a really fun card. This is a card of nostalgia. It's looking back on happier times in your life. And it could very well be that part of that energy is really tied into this Three of Swords. You could actually be mourning someone from your past, someone from your youth, maybe. Maybe you've lost your mom, maybe you've lost your dad or a close aunt or uncle, something along those lines. And what's happening as you're healing and you're mourning this loss, right? You're looking back at happier times and wanting to recapture that energy yourself so that you can bring that into your current time and help with this healing process. So I would really like some clarification on these cards, please. Where's my deck? Here we go. Can we have some clarifying information, please, for Sagittarius on this reading? What else do our Sagittariuses need to know about this Three of Swords? What does this represent for them in their current energies? Other than loss and healing, is there any other thing that they need to know or have their focus upon that allows them to step into the light whole, and recognizing that they are also the light of the world? Step into the light, my friends. Step into the light. Three of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish. So you can't wish that this person is still alive, but what I can share with you is that if you've had a recent loss, I know it's hard in the moment because you're looking at the mourning, you're grieving the loss of that person, but just know that that person is not gone. That person is still near you. They can still hear you. You can still communicate with them. You can still tell them how much you love them, how much you appreciate them, all the things that they've done for you, all the things that they have, brought into your life that was a positive, right? They can hear all of that. They're close to you. That's kind of what happens when you pass over to the other side, is you don't actually just automatically go off, because part of it is recognizing that when you pass, that you really have passed and you are no longer associated or tied to this specific body. But you also have those feelings of wanting to make sure that the people that you've left behind are going to be okay. And I feel that's kind of what this wish card. If you've been wanting to say something to the person that has passed, please do that at this time. Please let them know how much you love them, how much joy and appreciation that you have for them, how wonderful it was to have them in your life, and how much you are going to miss them, that you're going to miss seeing them physically. But now your relationship is just going to change into a different way of communicating. Okay. Now, this Nine of Cups is saying that the sun is going to shine again. The God of your heart has got your back. You do have this golden energy on this card, which is a gift from God. And it's also telling you that you are going to be okay. You're going to progress. You are going to find that your cups will always be full of love and full of deep emotion at this time towards whatever this loss represents for you. I do feel like healing's coming in. So have a try to recognize that, as difficult as it may be in this moment, something is going to come through. You're going to get some kind of a message, some kind of a communication. I keep seeing a rainbow. I'm seeing a rainbow as your confirmation of your person, whoever that person is. Whether that comes to you in the sky, whether that comes to you on a card, whether that comes to you on gift paper, but rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. I keep getting rainbow. Okay, can we have a clarifier, please, for the Emperor? Can we have a clarifying card for the Emperor? We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of sticking up for yourself. This is defending yourself. This is stepping into your sovereignty. This is putting up your clear boundaries towards others. It could very well be that you might not have had very clear boundaries in 2023, and now you're really looking at, how can I really instill clearer boundaries for myself, healthy boundaries with others? What do I need to do? And then the other thing that this card is representing, because it is a next step, it is say, speak up for yourself. If you've got something to say, get it out. The more you stuff your emotions, this is what leads to illness, okay? Speak your mind. You can do that in a very kind and gentle way. It doesn't have to be right in your face kind of communication. You can just simply say, no, thank you, I don't want to do that at this time. Okay, can we have a clarifier for the Three of Pentacles, please? Oh, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of conflict, and this is in your conflict position. This could very well be why you feel as though you need to stick up for yourself at this time, because this card is a card of conflict. So it could be that you are going to be in conflict with someone, maybe a family member. And that's the thing, if you think about it, a lot of times when we grew up, especially if you're younger, see, I'm the youngest in my family. I was not able to set clear boundaries for myself because I didn't understand truly what they were when I was young. However, now that I am older, I can very well step into my sovereignty and say, I'm not going to accept your behavior. I don't want to be around you if you're going to behave in that way, because when you do that, I feel this, right? So this card is a card of conflict. The other thing this card is about is this is a card about training as well. If this was a true, all out war, we wouldn't be banging sticks together. They would be using swords, which are quite deadly. So I feel as though whatever this conflict is not that big of a deal. It is something that is going to come in. You're going to recognize it and realize it and say, oh, that must be what she was talking about. Now, the other thing I am going to mention is that right now we are in Mercury retrograde. Mercury went into retrograde on the 13th and will continue to go through retrograde until January 1. And how that affects you is that it will break down communication. So it could very well be that you make a statement not realizing how a person's going to interpret that statement, which causes this conflict and then causes you to have to stick up for why you said what you said. Okay, so just be mindful of that energy. It's definitely in the mix this month, towards the end of this month as well. And then we get out of that energy right after the first of the year. Can I have a clarifier for justice? I love that card. She's beautiful. Oh, and you know what I just recognized is that there's a sword right here that is stuck into this sun or whatever that symbol is. And also, justice also represents legalities. So some of you may want to be sure that you do not put yourself in a position to be having the authorities knock on your door or perhaps pulling you over because you are speeding or doing something along those lines. This could also be the ending of some things for you. Maybe you're going to be signing some contracts of some kind. Some of you may be moving into a new place, so you're going to be signing a lease, for you to be able to rent, or perhaps you're buying a house, something along those lines. Whatever it is, just be aware of this truth and path forward, and some of you may be looking at some legalities of things. Clarifier is, oh, the Ten of Cups. Wow, that's a beautiful card. Yes. Look at this progression. You get this wish, and then you finally get completion. So this is a beautiful card. This is in your strengths card. This is happy family, happy home. This is really the cups. Your cup is filled with emotion. And again, rainbow. What was I just saying? We need this rainbow. That's awesome. Thank you, Spirit, for that. As you can see, this is happy family. I feel as though this would be, coming in for your holiday season, however it is that you celebrate this energy. But this is a happy time for you. I do recognize that there is a loss here, but there are people who are also in your life that are going to bring in some of that happier energy just by you being with people that you love. That is really going to amplify your emotions. It's going to really boost your healing and your love and your community and your relations with others. I feel like this is just a beautiful gift coming in for you, Sagittarius. Okay, can we have a clarifier, please, for the Six of Cups? Clarifier for the Six of Cups and the final message and outcome for this reading, this portion of this reading. Six of Cups. Oh, and the devil comes in. Okay, so don't be alarmed by the devil. The devil is a distraction, or it is a card of negatively talking to yourself. You know, tearing yourself down. This is also a card of, so the devil card is also a card of, negative blocks or self-doubt. This is also a card of distraction, and it's also a card of procrastination, right? So it could very well be that as you're getting all nostalgic about things, that there's other things that you should be doing, which I don't know what those would be. That would be specific to all of you. But the other thing is, this is a card of addiction as well. So be sure that you are taking care of you, that you are not surrounding yourself with addiction type of energetics, if you can help it. That would be, people around you that like to drink and they have their addictions, whatever those addictions may be. And then you just don't want that energy to permeate whatever is going on with you or whatever it is that you're creating into your 2024. But what I really pick up more here is that there is some procrastination for some of you, either that or there is some distraction of some kind. And the guidance that Spirit has been sharing with me is that you're really working on creating this energy for 2024. I'm going to ask for one more card for this devil. Can you clarify that devil for me? Clarify the devil for Sagittarius. What do they need to know? Oh, death card. Okay. So whatever that devil energy represents to you, it's going to be different for all of you. It is an addictive type of an energy. So it does talk about addictions. And, there's all kinds of addictions. There's drug and alcohol addiction. There's addiction to work. There is addiction to sex. There is addiction to food, whatever those energies represent. It also represents speaking negatively to yourself. It's those thoughts that you feed yourself. And Spirit is saying, if you find yourself saying that you're not good enough or saying that you can't do something or whatever that energy represents for you, Spirit is saying you absolutely need to change the way that you think. Flip your thinking, flip the way that you talk to yourself. When you find yourself tearing yourself down, immediately stop if you can and switch the way that you're speaking. And flip it to something positive. Like if you're saying, oh, I can't do it, and say, well, I might not have been able to do it, but I'm going to figure out how to do it, and I'm going to do it right now. Whatever that energy is, excuse me, because this death card is saying whatever that addictive energy is ending for you. And it isn't always a easy death, right? So if you do have addictions, you have to recognize that it is a work in progress. If you have anything that's holding you back, right? It is coming to an end. It's coming to an abrupt end, and you are actually going to be transformed once you make this decision that you are giving up whatever this addiction is. Could be addiction to cigarettes too, right? Because that's something that people will give up for their New Year's resolutions. So with that thought, because they just planted that in my head, if you're planning to do New Year's resolutions for 2024, Spirit has told me, make those decisions, start implementing today. Start implementing right away. And the reason why is because if you wait until January 1st or you wait until January, that energy has been hijacked. That energy has been inverted. That energy is an energy of you tapping into a larger mass of energy that is typically an energy of failure. And why I say that is because so many people make New Year's resolutions. They start off the year really good. They might go to the gym for 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden they start tapering off. So it's that if you truly want to make changes, start today. There is absolutely no reason for you not to start today. You don't have to wait till January 1. And, food, thinking of food here. Don't allow yourself to get, comatose with food, because that happens during the holiday. We eat all these sweets, right? And then we say, oh, I'm going to start going to the gym. Okay, so that is the messages from Spirit at this time. I am now going to bring in this big fat deck. This is my Power Angel deck. Put myself back on view. Hello. Okay, now, if you've made it through to this point of my reading and you are new to me, please like, please subscribe. If you've been watching me for a while, please like the video. That's all I ask. Just please give back. Okay, so now we're going to pull your 4 cards. I'm going to split the deck. I'm going to take the top card. And I'm going to take the bottom card. And then I'm going to put the deck back together again. And I'm going to split the deck. And I'm going to take the top card and the bottom card. Okay. Your messages are, the first card is the Strength card. And the information on here says strength in its Archangel Ariel, strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. So the Strength card is a really interesting card. As you can see, let me get this up a little closer. She's just kind of sitting next to this lion right here, and she has her little angel wings on. So there is a beautiful energy exchange between these two. However, on the normal Rider-Waite deck, she has got her hands in the lion's mouth. How do you do that? Well, a lot of it has to do with being able to create an environment where this lion trusts you. You can do anything to this lion because it trusts you. It knows that you have no intention to hurt it. So this has to do with willpower. This has to do with owning your gentle side, but also being quite powerful, Sagittarius. I know you've got it in you. Self-confidence, absolutely. Remember, and I was saying that this card, this Devil card, is when you're tearing yourself down, right? And this card is saying, no, 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 we're going to build up that self-confidence. We're definitely going to do that, because this whole addiction thing is coming to an end. And it may be coming to an end outside of your making the decision to do so. This could be, both of these cards are major arcana. So it's kind of like you need to go with the flow. Otherwise, Spirit will come in and bring in the tower, and they will raise everything to the ground, and you're going to have to start from scratch. So really pay attention to this section of your reading here, because some of you need to hear that message. And then others of you recognize that forgiveness is your greatest strength, right? Forgiving yourself for not knowing better, forgiving yourself for not having all the answers, forgiving yourself for not always being the best friend, or being the best daughter or son, or being the best person that you could absolutely be, right? But then making the decision that once I have forgiven myself, that I am going to move forward in my life through strength and grace and through kindness. It's a beautiful card. I love it. Okay. Your next card, Sag, is the 6 of Raphael. Embrace your inner child. New friends are rekindled relationships. Children are childhood. This is definitely talking about this 6 of Cups here. This is reiterating this energy that we spoke about. This is looking back. This is about looking nostalgic, right? But this is saying that you're also embracing your inner child. Now, I didn't know that that energy was also associated with this card, was embracing your inner child or forgiving and healing your inner child. Makes sense though, doesn't it? Okay, now I just added another explanation to this specific card here. Okay, and then we have the decision card. This is Archangel Yophiel, and it says, release yourself from that which holds you back. This is a need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. There's that self-confidence again. I feel as though this is this card. This is just reiterating this Devil card. It's saying it in quite a little bit of a different way, because the Rider-Waite deck, when I learned this card was meant to be, take me quite seriously. This is holding you back from walking your spiritual path. These are things that are preventing you from moving forward. Is when you get enamored by the things that take you off of your path. So basically what this is saying is just release yourself from that which holds you back. You do have a need to detox. That would be releasing, right? Forgiving yourself, because that was what this first card was about. And there you go for that. And then we have the Ten of Raphael, which is about love and blessings. Filling your life, harmonious relationships with family members, and happily ever after. And this is absolutely this 10 of Cups right here. So this is reiterating this energy for us again. It's like, hello, pay attention. There's love and blessings here. Okay, Sagittarius, this looks really good, actually. I do feel as though some of this energy, for some of you, you really need to focus on clearing up these distractions. And the other thing is you're giving a bit of time to be able to complete those tasks. But remember that this Death card is definitely saying this has got to come to an end. Spirit will step in and is going to put an end to it for you if you don't do it voluntarily. So whatever that energy is for some of you, just please look at that and realize that this Death card also has this priest here who is blessing this whole situation. So this is a death and rebirth card. So this is definitely saying that you are really stepping onto your path in 2024. You're really owning your truth. You are doing the work. You are going to get lots of blessings with this 10 of Cups. A wish comes true, and any heartache that you may be feeling is going to be worked through as well. Spirit will help you work through all of that energy. Okay, Sag. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you found this helpful, and until we meet again, take very good care of you and enjoy your month.